Hello, my name is Ashley Bruner, and I'm applying for the 2023 OxyGEN Scholarship. Today, I will be discussing how our generation can contribute to finding a solution for a pressing social issue. And that social issue that I'm exploring today is the issue of infant and maternal mortality in Northeast Ohio, specifically the Cleveland area, which is where I'm from. And so that's why this topic has such an important meaning to me. So I'm a third year at the University of Cincinnati studying psychology with a minor in medical humanities and global health. And in a global health class that I took this semester, I learned that the maternal and infant mortality rates for specifically Black mothers and children in Cleveland, Ohio are worse than they are in some third world countries. And I have some statistics here that will probably blow your mind because they blew mine as well. According to the Ohio Department of Health, approximately 6.7 babies will die out of every 1,000 born, and this number more than doubles for Black babies. Black babies are more than 2.7 times as likely than white babies to die before their first birthday, and Black expectant mothers are more than 2.5 times more likely to die of pregnancy-related causes in Ohio as compared to white women. And I've noticed that this social issue is not something overlooked by just the Ohio state and local government, but overlooked even more so by members of Cuyahoga County and other surrounding counties in Ohio. When I first actually discussed this issue of high infant and maternal mortality rates up with my family members, all of whom lived in Cleveland, Ohio for the majority of their lives, they were shocked. They had no idea that these rates were so bad in Cleveland, Ohio, and that the local government wasn't really doing anything to support these Black mothers and children being so affected by these high infant and maternal mortality rates. And so they asked what they could do, which got me thinking what our generation can do to help with these high maternal and infant mortality rates, and where that even starts, looking for a solution to a problem so massive in size. And I think something that is really special about our generation is just the amount of access that we have to the internet and to social media and platforms where we are able to use our voices in ways that previous generations might not have been able to. Because I know that it's so overwhelming thinking of a problem so massive. When you look at these rates of how high maternal and infant mortality rates are for Black mothers in Cleveland, Ohio, compared to white mothers, it's just, where does one even start? How do you solve a problem so pressing and so massive and so big? And I think a huge part of this is simply education. And so I've actually taken up posting informational posts on my social media like Instagram and Facebook, just to spread awareness about this issue to other members of the Cleveland community who live in Cuyahoga County, like my family. And I do think a huge part of solving social problems like this is just spreading awareness and educating yourself and other people about this issue, who it's affecting, why it's happening, the root causes of the problem, and learning about possible solutions. So I do think a huge part of this education happens on social media platforms where we are able to see what other people have to think and say about social issues happening today, and we're also able to share our own opinions. However, I have seen very little on social media about maternal and infant mortality rates in Northeast Ohio, which is a huge problem that no one is talking about. So that's something that I've personally been working on spreading awareness about because it is so close to home. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and my father works for the city of Cleveland, and I've never heard anything about this or what the local governments in Cleveland are working to do to improve this problem that's affecting so many women and children in the area. And even as small as sharing informational posts to my Instagram or Facebook, I've found has been so impactful in just reaching people. And I've had so many people reach out to me and ask what they can do to help with this problem. And even donating, volunteering with local organizations like Planned Parenthood, women's shelters, things like that provide prenatal and postnatal care to women who maybe can't afford their own health care is huge. And raising awareness, honestly, is just something that our generation can do to make a difference for all these large social issues that feel so overwhelming to solve. Advocating for marginalized populations like these Black mothers and children in Northeast Ohio is vital in creating change with local policymakers and community leaders. And I hope that this video reaches someone and taught someone something new today. And I thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak on this. Thank you.